Transitions, like if say your hardwood was lower than what you was going to be able to do a tile floor at, is there different like transitions that go from different
There
heights?
are. Let me show you one real quick since you asked the question. I'll show you this real quick. Let's say that you got hardwood right here and it's 3/8. Let's say that's a 3/8. Okay? And for some reason your tile work in here, you had a 1/4 inch backer board under it, 1/4 inch backer board, and then you had your tile. Well, it made it higher than the hardwood. Well, what we do, we have a reducer that's made like this. Sorry. And it reduces down to the hardwood. The best scenario though is, usually what we've seen, the hardwood's 3/4, and you've got, you know, basically 1/4 inch backer board, and then you've got probably a 3/8 tile, and it's perfectly flush. And then what we put a lot of times in the between those, y'all probably seen it. It's aluminum or brass. It's about an 1/8 inch wide, and it's an L angle, shaped like that. See that? Tile goes on this side, and hardwood goes there. And all you can see right here, if you're looking down, you're going to see 1/8 of an inch. That's all you're going to see. That's a nice transition. That looks good on the floor, and I'll show you that application. That looks really good. We use thresholds sometimes, but a lot of customers today don't like those. You know, thresholds are hard to find one that matches your tile. It just kind of stands out at you. And most people are getting away from it. But what I'm saying as far as the measurements, and this is going to do this real quick. Say it's 11 3/4. That's 11 3/4. Okay. Okay, let's see, we're going to go here. Say there's a tile here. And that's a 1/4 inch there. Does anybody know what it is from that distance to there? From the edge of that tile to the edge of that tile. That means there's 2 full tiles you're putting in there. 24 inch. That's called a 24 inch box. And so when I'm laying out a job and I've got an 11 3/4 tile, I got a 1/4 inch joint and a 1/4 inch joint, that means I can go in that room and every 24 inches I put a crow's foot. Everybody know what a crow's foot is? Mm-hmm. Crow's foot, like a little point, or you can do a little line and circle it, you know, the real fine line. But I'll mark 2, 4, 6, 8. Those are good jobs. Sometimes you don't get that. Sometimes 23 7/8, you know, 47 3/4. You see what I'm saying? You're not going to be easy ones. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Then come this way 2, 4, and you make a grid. You're going to make a, when you do a layout on the floor, you're just going to have a grid. Boom, boom, boom. You'll have a grid on those. You'll have all these lines on the floor. And all those lines will be 2 foot apart on this particular job here. If you had that tile and the lady wanted a 1/4 inch joint, you would have, it's called a 2 foot box. From there to there's 2, from there to there's 2. Does that make sense? We'll get into more layout stuff, and you'll see more on the floor what I'm talking about. But here's what happens a lot of times. You got 11 3/4 tile. She says, "Oh, I want an 1/8 inch joint." Ah, man. That's why you need a fraction calculator and know how to use it. And you can do what's called your boxes. So every 2 tiles, you know what that dimension is. Instead of 2, 4, 6, it might be 23 7/8, 47 3/4. It gets confusing. That's why a fraction calculator will help you. I don't want y'all to get sidetracked on that. That's just, I wanted to show you how important it is to have those exact sizes of tile when you're starting to lay out. You have to know them exactly. Okay, it's really precise. Okay, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to run out there, we're going to cut some tile, man. Is that all right with y'all?
Yep.